Youth Pastor Ryan just hit 1 million followers on TikTok, so to celebrate, I am doing a very somewhat comprehensive data analysis of his recent videos. Yay, data! So this time I ran my new macro, and what this did is I was focused on Youth Pastor Ryan's profile, but also 9 of his most recent videos. Now, this was very confusing and complicated because he's uploaded like 5 videos since I started running this macro, and I added them to this, but to do that I also did take out some of the other videos that I had been following. He also deleted videos, so I was like kept swapping out videos, and it got really confusing. So yeah, definitely not gonna take this approach again. And I didn't always catch when he uploaded a video immediately, so sometimes I was missing a couple data points, and based off the behavior of the overall graph, I kind of filled in the blanks and kind of estimated for reasons I will explain later. But anywho, this time my macro recorded a data point once every 20 minutes instead of every 5 minutes because, like, I'm looking at smaller numbers, so I don't really need it as frequently. And so anyways, this orange line represents all his likes across all of his videos, and these other lines represent the likes he was getting from 5 of his most recent videos. So you can see, like, for example, when he hit 1 million, he posted this this outtake video. You can see how that affects it. And that's really interesting because, yeah, you can see how these videos kind of shape the features of the graph. And one thing that's interesting is these videos, they behave differently. Like, you have this green data line right in here. It's kind of hard to see, but that was the one where it's the Bo Burnham, John Mulaney quote, and that you could see it caused this big peak. It was getting a fair amount of views initially, and then it just plummeted down to this like baseline level. Now, this is still a pretty substantial number of views per minute. Or not views, likes. All of this is in likes, so I apologize when I say views. I always mean likes because the desktop version of TikTok does not show the number of views each video is getting, so I could not record views. Only likes, comments, and shares. And I'm only looking at the likes. So anyways. This is still getting a fair amount of likes per minute. So even down here where it's getting like 20 likes per minute. So when you think about it, that's still like tens of thousands of likes per day if it were left out. But this video was deleted at this point, so that's why this line just ends. But yeah, but it drops very quickly. Whereas some of these other videos, it slows down over a longer period of time. And one thing that's really interesting is like this this beard duet thing. It doesn't really get that high, and at this highest point, it was getting about the same number of likes as the outtake video, and they both kind of slow down at the same rate. But then again, we were getting into night, and at night is always when the videos are at their lowest, and then they kind of come back up during the day. One thing that's really interesting is the duet he made with the fan art. That one's really interesting because that one was posted before I started this macro, and unlike all the other videos, it is consistently getting a lot of likes and it's getting a lot of views over several days. Like, as you can see on Saturday, it was getting more likes than it got on Friday, which is really interesting. And even on Sunday too, it got more likes than it did on Friday. So this video, it's maintaining this consistent level of popularity over the days, and that's also and so like you can see overall, like in this area here, he was getting about 150 likes total. About a third of that was coming from this one video. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but this is the secondary axis that for the total number of likes, whereas all these other lines will be on this side. And because the older a video is, the fewer likes it gets. So I have 3 different graphs here with the with the various videos that I've looked at. So yeah, and so another thing that I wanted to look at was the shape. What is like the baseline like shape of this graph without taking into account these new videos that were posted. So what I did is I took this total number of likes and then I subtracted the new videos from it. So only the videos that were posted since I started this macro, I subtracted from that. And then you can see that's this orange line. And these other lines are videos that are a little bit older. So you can see here that this guy, like, what we see right here is this area on Friday, it has these like 3 defined peaks, which is something that I saw last week as well when running this macro. And then on Saturday has these 2 defined peaks, which is something that I've also seen in the past, which I found interesting. And if you look at some of these other videos, you see they kind of also follow that trend. Especially, it's really clear with this line, which this is the video in which she confused sugar and salt. And my macro is running right now, so I can't like scroll or anything, unfortunately. It only peaks like a little bit here, but because he has so many videos, that really adds up and it piles on top of each other, and that's where you get the shape right here. So another thing about this macro, when it runs, it plays the video, so I have to mute my computer, otherwise I get blasted with Ryan's voice, and it kind of catches me off guard. I can't scroll up right now because actually, I'm just going to pause this. And we're back. Anyways, so one thing I find very interesting is this area of the graph right here. This shape is most of these views are coming from the art duet video. So you can see up here, this video at its peak up here, it's getting about 100 likes per minute, and this peak is this point down here. And you can see without this graph is neater without those other new videos in here. But like this, at the highest point, Ryan's getting he's getting over 200 likes per minute. So over half of this is coming from that one video, which is interesting, especially because it was not posted like this day. It was posted a few days ago. So, and here you can see these other slightly older videos. They do kind of sort of hit. They're slowing down. They're not nearly as popular as these other new videos, but they're still getting. This is still a very, because this is the number of likes per minute. This is still a really substantial number of likes. These are still big numbers. Now the slightly older videos get even fewer likes, so I put them on another graph. This graph, it contains several videos that were either deleted or I had to stop recording data because in order to add new videos. And you can see, even with this, once again, this orange line is the trend without the new videos in it. So you can see even these slightly older videos, they're still following overall this same shape, of this graph. So, and all, like, basically all the videos are doing that. Like, I kind of pointed out that the majority of this peak was coming from that one video, but still, all the other videos are still following that same shape. And you can kind of see it here as well. But, hold on, actually, it's more clear if I adjust this axis. There's so many graphs and so many things and so forth. This is just kind of overwhelming. I'm not doing it this way again. Video with the salt and sugar, that's getting more likes in here, but that's just because it's newer and it starts to like slow down to this like sort of baseline level. But even though like the order videos, it looks like these are, oh, look at that axis, these are such low numbers. But no, even like this is still an average of 2 likes per minute. So that's per minute. So that's still that adds up really quickly, and that's still big numbers over the course of several days at least. But yeah, so every little bit really adds up and kind of contributes to this overall total number and total shape of the graph. But the one thing that is interesting especially with all the videos that I looked at, they follow the same shape. And something I was curious about was, where are these features coming from? Like, obviously the big peaks are coming from the new videos, but each of these like humps, is this like a different demographic? Are certain people interested in certain videos one time a day? Is it other videos? But no, it's like everything is following this same pattern across like all the videos across or at least all the videos that I looked at. And so like last time when I looked at Uplift Levi, his videos were also following this exact same pattern, which I find really interesting, and I don't really know what to make of that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start wrapping up this video. Normally I send this data to the person who it's about if they reach out to me. Ryan, if you want the raw data, message me, let me know, and I'll send it to you. But because there's so many videos and I was like swapping things out, it got really complicated. So I have like let me see, I don't even know how many different like that's weird. I don't even know how many different spreadsheets and tabs. I don't even know how many different videos I looked at. Overall, I think I looked at like 15 different videos, I think. It's insane. This day is kind of crazy, and it would take me a while to copy and paste it over. I'll do it if you want. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, another thing. So, you know how my first video I talk about how TikTok's time zones are wrong? It's been a month since they first released that feature, and they finally fixed the time zones. Woohoo! But on that note, also kind of shows how quickly these data videos go out of date. And since I'm only getting about a dozen views on them, talking about data takes a lot of time. So definitely going to be doing this less often. I'm not posting a weekly data video, so I'm gonna take a break. But we'll see. I'll have to think of